modificare la qualità, non puoi. Va a scatti di brutto. Non faccio vederlo qua, cioè. Ecco qua. Mi passi un ballord. Devo cambiare le sedie. C'è un'altra partita, minchia. Va bene.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. Last outing for the Nets, they won that game against the Wizards, had a winning record against, going 2-1. And before we tip off, I just need to ask Shaq, when you think back to great teammates, what are the qualities that make a great teammate?
Well, you want to play with guys who care as much about the game as you do. A guy who puts the team first. A guy who gets you involved. A guy who has the same dreams and aspirations that you have about the game.
Well, that name sounds like Kobe Bryant to me that you were talking about, but I always look for guys who could push me. I mean, and I could push them at the same time, where we could work together. I mean, it's a family, the basketball team, you playing for 82 games. You need somebody that's going to be in your corner.
Wouldn't you like to push Kenny?
Push him out this set.
Yeah, that's what I was getting
As long
at.
as I could push you back.
You may not be able to. Kevin Harlan, take it away, kid.
The lights are on as we look across the East River and see New
Dei
York
bravi.
City. It's Eastern Conference time for the traveling Indiana Pacers today. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Keller, and Doris Burke.
Piano. Che cazzo.
They continue to spread the load, trying to compensate for the injured Rodney.
Looks like they're going to have to manage a little while longer without him.
Yeah, and you've got to feel for him. I mean, because there is nothing worse than having to sit there on that bench watching your team play without you.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Indiana, Paul George is out there with Tyler Hansbrough. Then there's Hill. Then there's Ellis. And it's Hill in the point guard. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first.
Ehi! Basta, cazzo!
Williams. So an entirely new
Minchia.
group now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Hill. Allen comes in for Hansbrough. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for George. And it's C.J. Miles in for Monte Ellis. Now here's Allen. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland. Fires from 14. And it's slammed in by Turner.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And checking out the numbers for Hill, a very nice season for him last year. He was around 14 points a game last year, 8 assists and 4 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Second free throw, no good.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
Allen, that's good. There's 1:26 left to play here in the first. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. Outside Jack. Freak sets a screen for Jack. Nets passing it around. 6 to shoot. Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room.
Merda.
Robinson. Good for the bench. Starting off with that shot.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Nets leading by 7. Here's Bogdanovich. Goes back up.
Ma non ci credo, sotto il ferro.
Indiana, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. On the wing, Hill from outside the arc. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Knocked away.
Ma figa.
And up the court come the Pacers on the break. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 8. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the... Hey, talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say what he can't do.
I think I had that all my life. I always had to push and, you know, still to this day. It's just the competitiveness that I believe my oldest brother built into me when I was little.
And Monte Ellis is still trying to prove people wrong now in Dallas after their quick exit from the playoffs a season ago. Clark, it's been a decade in the league now for this very talented guard.
And, you know, that kind of relentless determination is really something Monte is known for. And one of the reasons he has been around for 10 years in the NBA as a consistently good player and lethal scorer.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
On the court for Indiana, Tyler Hansbrough out there with Hill. Then there's Ellis. Then it's Paul George. And it's Hill in at the point guard position.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job.
No, era lì la palla, non l'ho vista.
That was an outstanding kick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Hill, a screen on Williams. Hill kicks to Hill. The shot is off, and Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
And here is Ellis. Maurice Williams letting it go from 3. In transition, here come the Nets. Johnson, good.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Okay.
Chance here now to see how the Nets ranked in the NBA last season. 10th in field goal percentage, 10th in fast break point. But still fairly effective from there.
And as for their field goal percentage, I think their offense did a great job of just not forcing the issue, really sticking to the game plan, attack the middle, and that's what put them so high on the list of the league's most efficient teams.
Facendo veramente schifo.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. George with the bucket.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that.
Williams against Hill. Now here's Freak.
Che vuoi andare dal cazzo?
Lopez sets a screen for Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. And a wide open look for Freak.
Oh, ma non ne segno uno, dai.
Pacers 9. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Hill passes to Ellis. Pick up by Hill. Ellis goes in, and the foul on Monte Ellis. That is his first foul of the game.
Way to stand his ground. He set his feet and took the full force of that charge right in the middle of his chest. That took some courage.
Samuel Dallenberg is checked in for Young. Lopez, a screen on Hill. It's stolen by Hill. Williams against Ellis. To the inside. And it's sent back from Dallenberg. And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition. Here's Williams. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Brooklyn?
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
Here's Johnson following the basket by George Hill. Dallenberg with a screen on Hill. It's Williams with the drive.
Move the ball. Stick it to the bucket.
No good. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And they dropped the season series to these guys a year ago. Not their proudest moment.
Greg, a team that on paper they expect to beat, great team take care of business against the bottom feeder. We'll see if they can handle that end of the bargain here tonight.
Arrivo subito.
And a new group in for the Nets. Bargnani is checked in for Dallenberg. Thomas Robinson comes in for Johnson. Bogdanovich is checked in for Freak. And Jarrett Jack is subbed in for Will. Turner's checked in for Hill. Lavoy Allen comes in for Hansbrough. Solomon checked in for Hill. And it's C.J. Miles in for Monte Ellis. And we finish one half of basketball. Nets out in front as they end the second quarter on a 12-4 run. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Coach Vogel, a tough going.
Penso a vedere. Ci sono neanche. Ah, che stella! Arrivo, eh? Ah, se ci sono. A posto. Fatto schifo, fatto schifo.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Well, Lopez has been great.
Brooklyn making some changes. Alan Bear comes in for Joe Johnson. And Freak subbed in for Bogdanovich. Carl Baldy in at shooting guard. Alan Bear's out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Williams. And it's Young in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Ellis.
Non ci credo.
It's Lopez laying it in. Lopez has got
Che brutta
23.
scelta di tiro.
At the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Hill against Williams. There's a screen by Hansbrough. Hill dishes to Hill. Ellis with it. And it's sent back from Talonbear.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. Just hasn't been able to get it going.
And Young kicks to Freak. Lopez a screen. It's
Ma Dio povero.
One-on-one here. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
For Indiana, they have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
And it's been an issue for them as it was last year. Only 72% from the line.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Bargnani is checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Mo Williams. Now here's Freak. Talonbear sets a screen for Freak. Shot clock
No,
at 3.
sei serio?
The drive by Ellis. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
+8 in the rebound differential.
Basta.
One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Turner passes to Hill. On the wing, Turner. Talonbear covering. Now Miles. 6 points for him. Hill dishes to Turner. Ellis wide open. Ellis can't get that one to fall either.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Outside Jack. 1:30 left to play in the third. And he gets it to go. Jack's got 10 points in the game.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
We gotta be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
during that last break.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Samuel Dallenberg is checked in for Bargnani. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Johnson. And Freak subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Indiana also making some changes. Tyler Hansbrough checked in for Allen. And Georgia subbed in for Ellis. .132 left to play here in the fourth. On the court for Indiana. Hill is out there with C.J. Miles. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Turner. And it's Hansbrough in at the 4 slot. Pacers trail by 21.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots winning the
match. During the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And guys, when you're cracking heads against somebody 4 times over the course of a season, boy, it's a great feeling to snatch that first game. Good adjustments tonight against the Pacers.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Lopez. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All sorts of time.
Ma perché, figa, non segni?
Here is Miles. Hill kicks to Miles. It's back to Hill. They set the pick. He dishes it to George. Off the pick. No luck. Garibaldi.
Segnato?
No good. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Brook Lopez. What'd you think, Shaq?
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage.
Wow. Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everyone.
Oh, bravo. Bellissimo. Anche tu forte. Sì, su YouTube siamo, sul nostro canale in live. Sì, Sono collegato a Beer Game, così almeno chiunque giochi può trasmettere. C'è già 2 persone, una persona, ogni tanto qualcuno passa a vedere. Sì, se guardi sul nostro canale c'è la trasmissione. Hai visto? Oh, percola. C'è manti di fuori. Sì, Irva, vieni dentro su. Ehi, vieni dentro su. Coglione. E sta fuori per metà corpo, non ho capito. Fuori con tutta la testa perché ti guarda dal buco. Vabbè. Addirittura. Mannaggia. Ottimo. Cos'è qua? A posto. Quante mi avvisa? No.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And Brooklyn is where we'll be going just moments from now, as the Nets will be going up against the Toronto Raptors. So for the Raptors, their last game, a loss to the Knicks in New York. A crushing defeat of that one. Still with a sour taste in their mouths, they're looking to play much better.
No, figurati, magari si è messa a mangiare stamattina, non lo so.
No love lost between these two rivals. The fans know it, the players know it, we know it. Is it possible, Kenny, to get too amped up for tonight's game?
No, these are the games you play for, Ernie. This is what you've been waiting for. Expected to see bodies flying, people moving, everything, popcorn moving, bodies flying.
Oh. Sì, Non vale tanto.
2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, Barclays Center. And here it comes, the NBA 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke.
Okay.
Back to the road tomorrow as this is the final game of the Nets homestand. They've been picking up some steam, and if they can play this well all season, they'll be in excellent shape.
Yeah, I think for the Nets, they were a team that no one knew quite what to make of entering the season. But as the years gone on, it's become clear they're legit contenders.
Abundantly clear. I mean, they can compete with any team in the league, and I think they still have some upside, room for improvement.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade.
Non so, perché ci sono cose allucinanti per la casa, loro ci sono.
For Lopez. Robinson comes in for Thaddeus Young. Freaks checked in for Johnson. And Jared Jack is subbed in for Williams. A new group in now for the Raptors. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Patrick Patterson. Ross is checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. 6 to shoot. Scola with a clean look. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Now the dish to Bogdanovich. The pass to Freak, expanding his range. Shot is off, and it's the Raptors taking it the other way. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And really, had they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game, I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the
Italiano c'è i soldi per l'arredamento.
Scola, no one. Nets leading by 4. Freak kicks to Jack. Pass to Bargnani. Good, and Jack gets the assist.
This is as good as it gets for first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Yeah, Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring.
Now, here's Joseph. Looking for his first basket still in this one. From 13, Brand, good. 51 seconds left to play in the first. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. He dishes it to Freak. Passes it to Bogdanovich.
Okay.
Bacio un attimo. Ciao.
Jack against Ross. No good from Jack. Raptors trail by 4. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Joseph the pass to Ross. Scola inside. Robinson on him. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws. Contact right there.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, you don't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouls.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Fast break, here they come. Here's the floater, and the layup by Jack.
Guys, that time you went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Porco Giuda.
3 points at the buzzer.
Definitely an answer to prayer there.
Ma porca troia.
And forward James Johnson battled his way back into the league after some stints abroad. He talked about his approach to the game.
I play the game how it's supposed to be played. I play offense, I play defense, I rebound, steals, blocks. You know, I'm pretty much that guy who likes to work hard and don't want anybody to beat him out, you know, except the challenge.
That's exactly the kind of hard-nosed, old-school attitude that coaches just love. A closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
Carl Bolden in at shooting guard. Johnson is out there with D'Alembert. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Williams at the 1. So that's the Nets 5.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Lowry after Joe Johnson's score. Now Johnson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's DeRozan. That one rolling around and goes out. And it's sent back by Lopez. Raptors have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Young's checked in for D'Alembert. And he makes both free throws. Here's Williams. An 11-point game for him in the win against Indiana. Johnson dishes to Freak. It's stolen by DeRozan. Fast break Toronto. Lowry's got the ball. Here's Johnson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Johnson's got the game tied up here for the Raptors. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting impressively throughout at 62%. And a wide open look for Freak.
Ma porco, ma davvero, cioè, ma non ne segno uno.
One of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. That puts them in the lead.
Cioè, non ne segno uno.
Got 5 now. You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out. Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And Lopez gets it to go.
Wow, beautiful feed from Mo Williams.
Toronto, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Williams against Lowry. And the foul on Mo Williams. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Patterson with it. 17 points for him last game against New York.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it.
There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's his first foul. Freak kicks to Williams. Screen by Young. Williams passes to Young. It's stolen by Valanciunas.
Heads up interior defense there. He was ready for that entry pass.
A shot by Johnson, no good.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And it's Freak missing.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Now here's Lopez. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Indiana. The 10-footer.
Ma oh figa. Mi fai suonare. Oh, segno cazzo.
Yeah, good job. Right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
It's his first trip to the line.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
Yeah, you know,
so that brings the first half to a close. It's the Raptors up by 9. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Coach Casey obviously...
Okay, let's get it together, guys. We're not that far out of it, and it's not going to take much to get this building going again. Listen up. These reps are trigger happy with...
The second half just about to get going here. Nice game. Great performance by Brook Lopez.
And how about...
The Nets making a switch here. Freaks checked in. Here's DeRozan. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Brand in at the 3 slot. Screened by Valanciunas. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Just 4 to shoot. The Raptors need to get a shot off. From deep. Brooklyn with the rebound. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
Yeah, and as they renew acquaintances, if you're the underdog, you always want to show, hey, we've got something new up our sleeve.
Che palle!
Freak dishes to Johnson. Lets it go. Not enough on that one.
Che frustrante sto gioco.
There for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And there's the feed to Valanciunas. Goes up again. He takes it up and lays it in. Valanciunas has got 8 points.
Yeah, sloppy D there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Extremely untidy on the defensive end. I mean, when he gets it in that close, that's an easy bucket.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Patterson against Young. Jumper off the screen. That's good from Lowry on the assist by Patterson. Lowry's got the lead up to 13 now for the Raptors. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now.
Qualcuno?
Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a...
Ho detto qualcuno.
There is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Qualcuno fa un culo diverso.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan. Some changes for Brooklyn. Bargnani is checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Young. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Mo Williams. Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. "13 feet away. No luck. And Toronto will come the other way. They host the Spurs after this. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Joseph with the ball. Now Jack defending. Ross with a wide open look. And again, Toronto no luck.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
He had a nice open look right there. And it's 9 points for Johnson.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And Joseph kicks to Johnson. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And the Raptors lead by 13.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one. Well, let's see some of the numbers here on Joe Johnson. Good season for him last year. Put up about 17 points a game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Ross. And it's
Ma dai, ma sei serio? Cosa vuol dire tieni troppo la palla? Ma cazzo! Non è il mio.
Jack with the rebound. Nets trail by 13. On the wing, Johnson. Three-pointer. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Figa, sei frustrante.
44 seconds left to play in the third.
Ma che cazzo è il mio
Ross
uomo?
with it. Now Jack defending. Ross passes to Joseph. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson the screen. Pulls up on the elbow. And he's able to get it back. Shot by Joseph. No good. Here's Garibaldi. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Sometimes you can catch the defense napping when you make a strong pass like that in transition.
"20 seconds left in the third. Now here's Joseph. Johnson the screen. Joseph dishes to DeRozan. That doesn't go either for DeRozan.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. There's a group out there on the floor for the Nets. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Garibaldi in a 2-guard. Gallenberg's out there with Robinson. Then there's Johnson, and it's Williams at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Outside for Lowry. From the baseline. No luck. Nice D from Williams. Clark, this one just all but in the books.
Yeah, I don't see a comeback at this point, partner.
Yeah, too many points, not enough time. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Good on the first, and that brings them to within 10. And both free throws good from Freak. And it's the Raptors' ball. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. And here is Joseph.
Che frustrante.
And so it's Toronto winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
Kyle, how big a...
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyle Lowry.
It seems like Kyle Lowry just gets better with age, and his performance tonight will show you how far he's come as a...
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night.
La vedo grigia, raga. Ok, allora oggi stop, quello scade. Facciamo gli allenamenti, no? Che casino.
Fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go.
Che bronzo. Vabbè. Me lo spieghi poi,
All right, fellas, competition time.
Ancora.
Meet the pro. Let's go.
Ancora. Mi dai sta palla o no?
Nice work, nice work. Get some more shots
Ciao.
before we get out of here.
Farò un po' di allenamenti. No, non si può fare, ok. Allora terminiamo l'allenamento. Ah già, cazzo. Quando scade? 15, cazzo. Casino, ho preso troppe sponsorizzazioni, non riesco a farle, cazzo.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. And coming right up, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Brooklyn Nets. Checking out Brooklyn, they're enjoying a better winning percentage to this point than we saw last season. An encouraging sign for the players and the front office. And an extra minute here. Shaq, one of the most exciting moves to watch in basketball, a slashing drive to the rim. Who would you say are the league's best slashers?
I'm going to be quick because I'm not really a guard. I know Kenny probably has a couple things to say. Let me go with Russell Westbrook, freak athlete, attack mentally, Monte Ellis, elite quickness, terrific touch around the rim, James Harden, strength, aggressiveness, ability to draw contact, Tyreek Evans. That's his whole game.
Wow. I thought you weren't going to... How'd you...
Well, weather always a concern here in the plains. Lightning striking in the distance. Oklahoma, no stranger to thunderstorms. Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Thunder here to defend the home court, playing host to the Eastern Conference. They're getting their first look at this season at the Nets in this one. They took the loss in this East versus West matchup during the regular season. Dropped in both games.
And this is a matchup that can frustrate them as they...
And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Dion Waiters. And a new group in for the Nets. Bargnani is checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Johnson. Freaks checked in for Bogdanovich. And Jared Jack is subbed in for Mo Williams. So for Brooklyn now, Garibaldi in at shooting guard. Young out there with Robinson. Then it's Jared Jack, and it's Bargnani in at the 5. It's stolen by Jack. Now here comes Young leading the break. Knocked loose.
Ma perché?
Here's Garibaldi. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. For so long, Clark, Freak has made it apparent that he wants to be a global star. Isn't that what all these guys really want? And tries to achieve that through endorsements. You wonder if he has taken some of his focus off the game.
Well, you know, it's perfectly fine for any NBA player to sign a few endorsements, but you have to make sure that the main thing stays the main thing. NBA players need to hoop more than they need to worry about their brand.
Picked by Bargnani. Jack passes the Freak. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Morrow dishes to Westbrook. Ibaka outside. To the paint. Jack with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Bargnani kicks the Young. Here's Garibaldi. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Under trailing by 9. Ibaka outside. Durant just inside the line, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Picked by Bargnani. Freak passes to Bargnani. 6 to shoot. Freak sets a screen for Jack. Again, the Nets for 2.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
And he gets it to go.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Robinson a screen on Westbrook. Can't capitalize on the good pick.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him.
Their luck is that one goes in. Young's got his second basket.
Boy, I love the great assist that time by Jack.
Here's Adams. Got it off in time, but it's no good. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Nets lead by 9. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back in a life growing up as the youngest of 18 children.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything, like all chores, pretty much 18 years of being rookie. That's pretty much all it is, and people just beat you.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18? That's mind-boggling.
That is amazing. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Nets.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Anthony Morrow out there with McGarry. Then there's Dion Waiters.
Porco demonio.
And it's Payne in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Here's McGarry. Here's Cancer. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That's good from Cancer. Nets leading by 5. Johnson left side. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. And so he makes both from the line.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Payne dishes to McGarry. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
They set the pick. Williams kicks to Freak.
Sapevo che era fuori, porco schifo.
The other way. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers. 4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Feeds it to Dallenberg. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
No clue where that pass is going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Nets making a change here. And comes in for Anthony Morrow. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Payne. Jack passes to Freak.
Ma non ci credo.
Stolen by Westbrook. Drops in the breakaway layup. Westbrook's got his second bucket tonight.
Really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing
sempre
over
così,
on his own and really build that lead up.
Westbrook against Jack. There's the dish to Freak. And the shot is good. Freak's got 6. 43 seconds left in the first half. Westbrook against Jack. It's Westbrook with the drive. Adams. Brooklyn with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that that one got away from them because for long stretches, they were the better team.
Well, if you only looked at the stat sheet, you'd have a hard time figuring out how they lost it. I mean, it was a case of a few small things, some of the intangibles that didn't go their way in the end.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Waiters. Here's Garibaldi. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Nets have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. Both shots good from the stripe. That is now in the books. Oklahoma City.
Kevin, there was a point where you...
Okay, listen up. There's some things we can do to quiet this crowd down. Now let's go over that first half. The first thing I've got to do is give a little tip of the cap to our bench guys. You really answered the bell when we called on you. Those were important points we got from you fellas. And let's also make a better effort to get the ball into the paint and attack the basket. Didn't see much of that in the first half. And the play that's going to get things rolling for us in the second half is the pick and roll. It might be the oldest trick in the book, but it's also the best. Let's go to it straight away. We don't have any excuses for putting ourselves in this hole. All we can do is give everything we got to dig ourselves out of it.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
Durant doing all sorts of things. He's got 14.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Mitch McGarry. Cantor comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Waiters. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Bargnani is checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for Young. Freak's checked in for Johnson. And Jared Jack is subbed in for Mo Williams. So for Brooklyn now, Carl Bolden in a 2-guard. Thomas Robinson is out there.
Partitona.
Then it's Jarrett Jack, and it's Bargnani in at the 5, home in the paint. Left side, Jack. Freak sets a screen for Jack. Pass to Freak. The baseline, Jay. It's hauled in by Adams.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly, that's the right look. The decision was good, he just didn't execute.
Payne kicks to Cantor. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Che pacco.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
That's good from Cantor.
You know, you've got to like the fact that they're getting to the line. And on top of that, they're making their free throws in this half. That bodes well going forward. A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
The Thunder leading by 23. 1:29 left to play in the third. Payne dishes to Morrow. It's Durant on the wing. Clock at 6. No good. And Brooklyn will come the other way.
Mica sono da solo.
Here's Jack. Freak kicks to Bargnani. Jack with a screen for Bargnani. Puts up the baby hook. And it's good.
So far, going for more of an inside game in the second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Thunder.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
Now here's Payne. Durant for 3. Durant with another miss. Nets trail by 21. In the corner, it's Freak. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Oklahoma City's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, getting 7 of them. It's deflected. They retain possession. Cantor, the pass to Morrow. Now Payne. And here's Cantor. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Thunder running away with it. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. On the perimeter, it's Waiters and Durant. McGarry out there with Ibaka. And it's Westbrook in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Jack's shot is good.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender.
Skinner's checked in for McGarry. The Thunder have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Outside Westbrook. Dishes it to Waiters. He feeds it to Durant. Clock at 6. Back to Waiters. The 3. Nice D from Freak. The Nets have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not
Figaro libero, porca troia.
Nobody near Williams. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Outside Westbrook. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Cantor kicks to Westbrook. The pass to Durant. It's tipped. It's stolen by Dallenberg. Out to the right wing. Passes it to Freak. Trying his luck deep. That's good.
Come on now, let's go. 4-3.
Westbrook with it. .157 left here in the fourth quarter. Tries from 16 and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Ibaka. Morrow comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Payne in for Waiters. Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Bogdanovich comes in for Williams. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Westbrook kicks to Cantor. Inside. Got a hand on it.
And so it's going to end up in the record books
dalla destra, figa la destra.
dominating performance for the Thunder.
And the big difference here was accuracy behind the three-point line, Clark.
Well, they started spraying them from deep, and then it spread out the defense, and they had all the looks they wanted.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in the 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Kevin Durant. There wasn't much down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Bogdanovich dishes to Freak. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. They set the pick. Payne kicks to Cantor. Off the left rim and out. Here's Garibaldi. Tries again. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that...
You got to forget about that one.
Yes, thank you, Kevin. Russ.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Kevin Durant. We watched a marvelous third quarter from him, and he basically put the game on ice at that point. And from that point on, they were in control. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
This loss could be classified as an embarrassing one. Do you feel like it was more the fault of the coaching staff or your teammates?
Listen, I ain't gonna blame anybody for that loss.
No!
I'm not here in front of all of you. Let's just say I have some things I'll be discussing with the team.
Ho detto una risposta del cazzo, no!
How's your relationship with the coaching staff? Are the rumors of friction accurate?
Friction? Look, there's no friction here. I don't know where you're getting your information, but we've got a great relationship with the coaching staff here. A lot of respect for Coach, too. Anything else you think you're hearing is 100% false.
Word is spreading that you're causing some real drama with your off-court commitments. Missing appearances, failing to fulfill contracts. Do you have anything to say about that?
Look, if you want to talk about my business dealings, you have to get in touch with my agent, Don Pagnon. But you know what? Let me save you the time because here's what he'll say. No comment. It's silly to comment on stuff like that has no bearing on anything else. So please, let's keep questions on the subject of basketball and basketball only. Thank you.
Sbagliata risposta. Ragazzi, basta. No, 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 no.